Hello, everyone. This is Tommy at World at War Comics, and today I thought what I would do is, I think a lot of us that collect comic books, we have, we go every single Wednesday. We buy our, $20 to $40 worth of comics or whatever is on our pull list that week, and we get through some of it, but a lot of us, I think most of us work throughout the week, so it's hard to get through and read everything in that week. So you start to get these stacks of, okay, I'll read this one next week, or I'll read this tomorrow, and the stacks get bigger and bigger. I just want to show you what I'm currently working on getting done over the weekend as far as my reading schedule. And some of this I've already actually read, but I really want to share it with you because it's so exciting. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is talk a little bit about Scott Snyder, who's one of my all-time favorite writers. Just amazing, some of the stuff that he's put out. The artwork in Clear. If you haven't read this one, such an amazing book, man. Really makes you think. They're on issue 3, so issue 3 just came out. In fact, issue 4 I think comes out either next week or the week after. But this book by Scott, which he's writing a lot of stuff right now, but this is one of my favorite comic books right now. Cannot wait for issue 4. If you're not reading this, you're making a mistake. It is so good. It really talks about the future, right? The United States has lost a major war, and all of a sudden, almost like this AI slash other universe is being created through this tool that they wear that allows them to have an alternate reality than the reality they're currently in. And when you remove yourself from all of that, you become what's called clear. So everyone's living in this fake world. They're all seeing the world through their own lens that they've created. And so really reality doesn't exist for anybody. If you want to live like a playboy, you could live like a playboy. If you want to live like whatever it is, right? You could program yourself to live within this alternate reality and really escape from everything. And it gets crazy, man. This comic is so awesome. If you're not reading Clear, you got to jump on it. It's a lot of really cool action. It's actually pretty sad too. It gets a little emotional. It just pulls on a lot of different strings, but definitely one of my favorite comics right now. Check out Clear by the famous award-winning Scott Snyder. And then, like I said, Francis Monopoul is the artist, and the artwork on all of these are absolutely incredible. So that's one of my favorite comics coming out right now. A newer comic that has come out from another one of my favorite writers is Jonathan Hedrick, and that is Quicksand. So I picked up issue 1. Issue 2 comes out next week, I believe. So I need to read this. This has been on my desk. I've been trying to read it, but check that out. If you haven't, everything that Jonathan does is absolutely amazing. So yeah, Quicksand is a newer one that's on my list that I'll be reading over the weekend. The next one is from Kurt Pyers, who is also another awesome writer. And he just came out with a new book called You've Been Canceled. I've seen a lot on the internet about this, so I'm super excited to jump into this comic book and check it out. So yeah, check this one out if you haven't already. It's by Mad Cave as the publisher. Another one that I just pulled out, I'll go through some indies first, and then I'll get into DC and Marvel. But this one's called Order and Outrage. It is written by Jim Starlin, and the artwork is done by Rags Morales. But check that out. I just picked it up, know nothing about it, but love the cover. And I try to support indie. I usually buy mainly indie. I do love DC and Marvel, but I buy more independent comics than I do of the big two. But this is definitely an indie comic that I wanted to jump into. It looks awesome. So let's see what happens with that. The other one that I'm really excited to read, and let me see if I have the other issue. Okay, I don't, but I just picked up issue 2, but here's issue 1, and this is called Astrobots by Whatnot. I just read this. It is written by Simon Furman. This is actually really good, so if you haven't picked this up, you should. It is awesome. If you like sci-fi, it kind of gives me a Transformers, a little bit of a vibe, although the story is much different. But this was really good. Can't wait to dig into issue 2. I picked up issue 2 this Wednesday. Yeah, issue 1 was awesome. That's why I picked it up. So check this one out. Astrobots will not disappoint. I think you'll like that. The other one is, so this one is Magnus. It is published by Godhood Comics. If you're not reading everything from Godhood, you're making a mistake. It's super high quality, amazing, independent. But I've been talking with Frederick Little. This is a book that he's been writing and he created called Magnus. So I just got him in the mail. I got issues 1 through 3. So because I trust Godhood, when I see a new title, I'll go ahead and just buy whatever the current run is because I know I'm going to like it because everything they do. It's Wiseacre Comics, but it's published through Godhood. So if you're not following Wiseacre Comics, you should check them out. It is pretty awesome. So I'm definitely digging that. The other one that I'm really excited about that I've really enjoyed is Exo Man of War. I love Exo Man of War. If you don't know, a new series just started. It's a 4-part series. It is being written by Becky Cloonan and Michael Conrad. The art is by Liam Sharp. But check it out right here, Exo Man of War. I read issue 1. I enjoyed it. I picked up 2 and 3. Haven't got into 2 yet, but 3 just came out this week. And I will be reading these, but it's actually a really good run. I was really happy with issue 1, and I can't wait to dig into issues 2 and 3. Like I said, it's a 4-part series, and if you're an Exo Man of War fan, this is the Unconquered 4-part series, so check it out. The next independent comic that has just blown me away, it is by James Tynion, who is freaking amazing as a writer. Love everything that he's doing. But it's World Tree. This book will trip you out. Here's issue 1. Here's issue 2 that just dropped, I think, about a week and a half ago. Issue 3 is about to drop, but man, this comic book is insane. If you don't know who James Tynion is, but you've read Something is Killing the Children, he is a co-author of that and creator. So you know this is going to be amazing. This book will blow you away. It's very mature, so just know that. But man, one of the best comics of the year for sure. So check that out. And then we'll get into DC. So this just dropped, Steelworks. So far, Dawn of DC, most of it I really liked. So I'm loving the reset that DC's doing. I always hate when they do a reset. And I'm a big New 52 fan. I wish they would have kept that going. But so far, Dawn of DC has been very good. Can't wait to dig into Steelworks. So that one's looking pretty awesome. The other one is the Flashpoint series special edition. I'll be reading that. Also, I will be reading issue 800, which is Jeremy Adams' last issue that he does for The Flash. As you know, he already started Green Lantern, so issue 1 already dropped 3 weeks ago. Issue 2 drops next Wednesday. Make sure you put that on your pull list. Everything Jeremy Adams does is top notch. I think he's one of the top writers at DC right now. Obviously, you got your Mark Waid's and your Williamson, and there's other ones, but I'm really loving everything Jeremy Adams has done. Issue 1 of Green Lantern, which is obviously a foundation issue, right? He wants to set the tone, but I'm telling you, Green Lantern is going to be amazing by him. The other one that I don't have right in front of me, I have it right over there, but Groot from Marvel was actually good. I've read the first 2 issues. And then Fantastic Four, that run by Ryan North is really awesome. They just went through issue 8, which is a lot of fun. The other one that I can't wait, this is Marvel as well. This is Deadpool Batter Blood. This one looks really awesome too, so I can't wait to dig into that. Just picked this one up, by the way, and it looks fun. Let me grab the other ones real quick. Let me show you. So real quick, if you haven't read Groot, Groot was a lot of fun. Here's issue 1. Issue 2 drops, I believe, next week too. Or actually, it just dropped. I'm sorry, it just dropped. So I've read both of them. I got an early release of issue 2 because I don't know if you're aware of this, but I do write reviews for Comic Crusaders. So if you follow Comic Crusaders, you could see a lot of my reviews of comic books over the last couple months, which is a lot of fun. The other one I already mentioned, Ryan North, Fantastic Four. I don't know if you've seen this, but here's issue 7. And let me open it up because this is incredible. So about 3 months ago, Jamie Sullivan, who is an artist that actually lives in the town that I live, broke a record by having, for issue 300 of G.I. Joe, he had 300 different characters from G.I. Joe on the cover. So a couple months later, all of a sudden, we get another cover from Fantastic Four, and it's by Alex Ross. And check this out. He broke the record. There's just over 300 Marvel characters. And then on issue 8, so that's issue 7, on issue 8, they came back with a second cover. And when you put them together, they have over 700 characters. And what's awesome about this is if you take issue, I don't know how I'm going to do this, but if you take, let's see if I can figure out how to do this here. If you take the two covers and you put them side by side and you open it up to where all four flaps, it makes one giant cover, and it has over 700 characters from Marvel on there, which is absolutely awesome. And they did that because of the issue 700. So collect these two. These are pretty awesome, from Fantastic Four, and the series right now in Fantastic Four, superb. I think you're going to enjoy it. So that's what I'm going to try and get through over the weekend. Let me know what you're reading. Are you reading some of these same ones? And have you already read some of these? And maybe you could throw in the comments what you thought of them. I'm super excited to get through all this. Wish me luck. I do have a signing tomorrow. We have a Comic-Con here in my local area. It's actually in the city of Paris at Paris High School. It's free. So if you're in Southern California and you head into Paris, or you're in the Inland Empire area, come stop by. Free admission, free parking. There's going to be all kinds of creators and then vendors selling comic books and anime and all kinds of other great stuff. We're expecting between 5,000 and 6,000 people, so I think it's going to be a pretty good show. It's not the first year they've done this show; they've done it for a couple years before, and I'm really excited to be there to be able to sign copies of Kingsville for everybody that comes by. So. Also, give us a like and a share if you're enjoying our content and if you enjoy our interviews. Today, we just had Kenny Atkin on. He is the writer and creator of Apex, the cybernetic samurai owl, which is a lot of fun. They have 5 issues right now. You can follow Kenny Atkin Art on Instagram, Facebook, and all that good stuff if you want to check out some of his stuff. If you want to order his comic book, you could just DM him. And he does everything through PayPal. So we've got to get out there and support those indie comics, because they are the ones, I think, right now that are really bringing us amazing stories that you just can't find anywhere else. I mean, World Tree is a great example of that. All right, everyone. Thanks for listening, and hope you have a great weekend. Talk soon, everybody.